Hi guys, hey, today I want to talk about interviews. I had one of our subscribers, David. He was telling me about an interview that he's having for a bridge engineering, and it made me think about how it's scary to do interviews. We're engineers, we don't really care about making other people like us or any crap like that. But you need to be prepared for an interview. If you don't know what to answer, you don't know what to say, what they expect from you in an interview, you will not get the job. I remember it was for me a hard process. I did a lot of interviews until I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not getting a job, what the hell? And it was because I suck at interviews really bad. So I started okay, let me read how to do an interview, what do I need to do? And I started getting really good at interviews. Now I think I'm a badass at interviews. I can tell you exactly what you're messing up. I can do mock interviews and tell you, no, that's wrong, you're probably not going to get the job or stuff like that. But there is one paper that I remember a recruiter gave me that it was mind-blowing. It was everything I thought about interviews condensed into this little page. So basically, it says what to bring to an interview, what you should do, how you should behave, stuff like that, and it's not even that comprehensive. So, what do you want to bring for an interview? You want to bring your resume, for sure. Even if they have a copy of your resume, you want to bring one. That is the person that will be interviewing you will have a copy of your resume most likely, but you also want to bring your resume so that you can review it and that you know what you're going to be talking about. They're going to be asking you questions about your resume, so you want to bring a copy of your resume. You want to bring a pen and a paper. Especially for engineering interviews, a lot of employers, they do little tests, to do your knowledge. A lot of times they don't care too much if you know a lot of stuff. They just want to gauge where you are, how well you act under pressure. I had a couple of interviews that they made me sweat a lot, but eventually I just learned okay, I cannot know everything, And if you fail at this type of test and you don't get the job, for next time you know what to study. All right. Also, you want to have a couple of questions that you want to ask your employer, that will make not employer, your interviewer, the person interviewing you, that will make the person be oh crap, this guy made research on the company, this guy knows, or this person knows what they want. So be sure to ask a couple of questions to them. A lot of questions that I always ask were how's the company vibe, how's the company environment, how the culture, stuff like that. You should ask about your salary, you should ask about who's going to be your main employer, your co-workers, stuff like that. And you should also show that you know about the company, that you made your homework. It doesn't have to be a comprehensive research. You just go into the website, do a little background on them, and just what you remember. You can do it the day before and just be sure that you remember. Don't talk about other companies. Now, and these are mostly interview tips. Once they start asking you questions, you want to be engaged. You want to be very boom, pump. Everybody wants to work with somebody that is always trying to do some new stuff. Who's always okay, how are we gonna solve this? So you want to be energetic. You want to be pumped. You want to be you want to have a cover post. You want to demonstrate a winner. You want to show them that you're a winner, that you get things done. You want to show that you're smart, that you like to learn. That is another big one. Especially for engineering, a lot of times if you don't know this stuff, just show interest. Ask them, what do you do? What do you do? And what would you do in this case? How did you solve this? This will show that you are very interested in this, that you really want to get it, and that you are a thinker, that you always want to learn new stuff. Try not to ramble too much. Try to just go on point. When they ask you a question, don't diverge. Don't also be short and sharp. Elaborate, but don't be huge, kind of like I'm doing right now. Just try to be on point. Try to make everything that they ask you consistent. Everything that they ask you, try to relate it to how would you be the best candidate for this position. Think of how you have applied different engineering techniques or whatever it is to the job that you're trying to get. So for example, I don't know, if you're applying for a marketing job, oh, I don't know, I share this thing on Facebook. Don't say it like that, try to sound professional, but you can use that like, try to use past examples, things that you did in school, things that you did in personal life. Think also of all the strengths and weaknesses that you have. Be very real with this. Like for me, I have a horrible memory. I cannot remember what I had breakfast in the morning. So a lot of times when I'm like solving a problem, I need to actually look at something that I did before. I need to look for like something similar. I'm getting better at remembering stuff. I'm getting better at like doing stuff, but be very clear and know very well what your weaknesses and what your strengths are. For me, one of my strengths is that I'm very curious. Like, I want to get this thing solved. I want to know how this works. Maybe I will not understand it, but I want to know it. So, and write them down, and like, because they will ask you that for sure. And you want to try to, your weaknesses and strengths, you want to push them to the job, how they will benefit your job, or how are you trying to improve yourself to be better at this job. You also want to think and like tell them about your accomplishments, what you've done in the past to overcome like some hurdles, how you approached it, how you solved it. You want to give good examples and like try to make it sound like, oh damn bro. You want to make it sound like it was a really big accomplishment, or not make it sound like, you want to your interviewer to know that it was like, wow, that was a really cool thing that you did. Be very direct with this. And what else? Oh yeah, never talk bad about your past employers, never. Because even if you had a horrible boss, if you start talking crap about them, they will think, okay, if this guy doesn't like this job, he will talk crap about us. So do not talk bad about past employers. Even if you got fired or even if you got like a really bad experience, try to word them in a way that sounds like, okay, it wasn't too bad, And that's it. Just do your homework, think of questions, be consistent at it, and try to focus everything that they ask and everything that you answer into the job that you're trying to get. Alright guys?